talk to people, it sounded like a lot of the differences is on the structural of a nonprofit organization. But operationally, do you see any major differences in running a nonprofit?
Not really.
Not really.
I think it's all pretty well the same. I'll just tell you a little bit of backstory on my first not-for-profit I started with 3 other moms from the school that my kids go to. So I started it with a group of women, and at that point, none of us really knew. I think some of them have been, on the school boards or stuff like that, right? And there was no leadership, no direction. We all kind of just thought, okay, well, let's put on a festival and let's divvy up the, like what we're all gonna do, right? You take on sponsorship, you take on compliance, you take on, vendors and all that kind of stuff. And we quickly realized, because there was no leadership in the group, it kind of went nowhere. And it was really hard for one person to step up and be like, no, this needs to happen or that needs to happen. And I think going through that experience, at the end of the day, it fell apart and it didn't work out. And I actually was voted off of the not-for-profit I started. So I had to very quickly create a whole new not-for-profit to go ahead with the festival in 2022. So it was, it was interesting to kind of understand how that all worked as well. Because I thought, how could I be voted off the not-for-profit that I started?
Yeah, you started it.
And it was really the fact that these girls didn't have the time or the energy or the resources to move forward with putting on a festival. And for myself, my whole reputation was on the line with this, and I needed it to go ahead. And so I was willing to carry it forward, even, building another team to carry it forward. But they said no.
I think things work out anyway. Things work out. It's fine.
And then I think when I started my new not-for-profit, I realized, okay, there needs to be some sort of leadership. There needs to be a vision, a direction, and I need to bring people on board that are passionate about what they do and that want to do something for the community.
Well, but sounded like you learned really quick, though, actually.
I had to learn very quick. It was a very difficult time.
Now, I understand that there was a racist incident at Town Center Park, became a catalyst for creating the BC Dumpling Festivals. At that time, there was significant response from the social media as well as the traditional media. And you already had a successful career and many responsibility in your personal life as well. In many sense, you didn't necessarily need to take on that, actually. But you did it. So what motivated you to step forward and say, I need to do something about this?
Well, just going back to that racist incident, I mean, that was a period of time where we were just coming out of COVID. And I went to Town Center Park with a friend at the time. And so going back to the racist incident, that was a time where, people were just coming out of COVID. It was 2021 and in the springtime, and I went to Town Center Park for a walk with a friend. And, some lady came up and was like, COVID came from you, it came from your country, go back to China. I mean...
You're not even Chinese.
Well, it's not even that. Okay, I did think that. I'm like, I'm not Chinese. I'm like, but I was born here. And the crazy thing is this lady had a very heavy accent, and she's saying this to us. And I took out my phone and I started recording her. And I'm like, what did you just say? What did you say? Because we were really shocked by it, right? And she's like, yeah, COVID, it came from your country. Go back to China. And, and it was just really shocking that knowing that a camera is on her, she would still say it came from your country. And I didn't really know what to do with this video, right? So then I posted it on my social media, and that's kind of how the video caught on, right? Like friends started tagging media companies, and then it went viral during that time. And so that's kind of how that incident happened. So kind of going towards like starting this festival, I never originally ever thought about doing a festival in my life. Like I have no event planning background, period.
Okay.
It's nothing that would even catch on to my radar. But I was interviewed by a guy named Alan Lau. He's with Asian Global Press. And at the very end of the interview, he's like, what do you think about putting on a multicultural festival in Coquitlam? Because at that time, there really wasn't much. There was like Canada Day, Scots Fest, Teddy Bear Festival, but there was nothing to celebrate the multicultural community that we live in. And I'm like, me? No, what are you talking about? I can't do a festival. I was, I already was doing real estate at the time, and I was running a photography business. I had the business in Port Moody, and
you're a mom too.
I'm a mom of 2 girls, and I had way too much on my plate, just way too much going on. And I thought, I don't think so, right? But at the same time, I was kind of thinking, well, this incident doesn't happen all the time, and you don't always get something that goes viral like that. And then I felt maybe I should do something for the community, because I do have 2 daughters, and I don't want them going to the park and experiencing something like that as well in our community. And so I thought long and hard about it. I really did. And then I had, some of those moms that were like, yeah, we should do something for the community, and let's get together and build a not-for-profit. So that's kind of how that all kind of came about. And I thought, well, it's not just me doing it. I have a group of women who want to help out and put on this festival. Great, let's do something about it. Let's build this festival. So that's kind of how that came about. And what was the biggest motivation? Honestly, when I was kicked out of the not-for-profit, and this is now 2 months leading up to, or 3 months leading up to the festival that we were supposed to plan together. I really did it out of spite.
Really?
I really did it out of, you know what? My face is on this. I can't let this festival go, because the last thing I want, already it's written in the media, and everyone knows about it. The last thing I want is for 8,000 people to come to the festival with nothing there. And it just really shows poorly on us, saying we're going to do this big multicultural festival and then not do it at all. Was really hard for me to take. So I thought, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to get this festival going. We had 2 months to put it together, and we would be happy if 5,000 people came. I mean, the park is busy on a normal Saturday anyways, but we just thought, okay, we'll just see. We'll just put this on. It's like a one-time event, right? And when the festival day actually came, it ended up being like 25,000 people showed up to this festival. And it was such a shock to every single person that was involved with it, because all of the food vendors ran out of food within 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So they were all running back to the restaurants or running to the grocery stores to get more food. And even, like the politicians were there. Mayor Stewart was like, oh my goodness, like what just happened here?
Really?
It was pretty unbelievable, the turnout of people that came to this festival. And it wasn't just, local residents of Coquitlam. It was people from all across Metro Vancouver that came out to this event. And it was, I think I looked out into the crowd at the end of the night and was like, wow, what did we just do? And it made me realize, okay, maybe this really was needed in the community. And I think the city even was like, okay, well, this has to now go on every year. And I'm like, oh my goodness. It's not what I originally signed up for. But it was one of those events where people really resonated with it. They resonated with the story of how it got started, and with the, community and the committee and everyone that was involved with it was just really blown away by the response from the public.